Hello dear students, welcome to my channel. This is Geeta, retired manager finance from Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Now, today I have with another sum from RTP May 2023, question number 4B. It is all about rectification of errors. The sum goes like this. Mr. Anirudh was unable to agree the trial balance last year. Last year, his trial balance did not tally. Both the debit and credit total was not tallying, matching. And he wrote off the difference to the PL account of that year. And on verifying the old books by a chartered accountant the next year. Suppose this is the current year. When the chartered accountant came and he was verifying the books of accounts, he found that there were some mistakes in the last year account. So, whenever you are locating the error, you have to rectify it. But here, what happened? This is all prior period mistakes. So in this period, we can't touch the nominal accounts because all of you know very well that the nominal accounts are getting closed at the end of the accounting period. You are all pursuing CA. You must be having that type of knowledge, I hope so. And your exam is nearing in 2 months, almost only 2 months are left out. Still don't lose the hope. Practice, you'll be able to make it out. Believe in yourself, you can do it, and put all the efforts, continuous efforts. That should be consistency. Then you will be able to achieve. Hard work definitely pays. But hard work without understanding will go in vain. So you understand the concept and then apply it. Okay. So now let us get into the sum. First one was purchases account was under cost by 16,000. Before getting into that, I wanted to tell you, explain you, though you are all CA pursuing, you must be knowing very well. Still, for some of the students who are not able to catch up, I'm just explaining. Okay. So suppose the trading account is here, and if you increase any amount on the debit side of the trading account, your gross profit will come down. For example, I am taking the opening stock as 1000 and purchases 14,000. Suppose the purchases is 14,000. You are able to see, I hope so. And sales is 20,000. And the closing stock is around 4,000. So the which side total is more? Credit side. So what we will do? We will total the credit side. Then we have to copy that balance at the opposite side. 24,000. This is how we write the ledger accounts. You must all be knowing it. So the difference is 9,000. This is the gross profit. Okay. Suppose I increase the purchases. Suppose I increase the purchases to 16,000. Then what will happen? This side total remains the same, 24,000. And opening stock remains same, 1,000. Okay. So now the total becomes 17,000. My gross profit comes down by 2,000. My gross profit now becomes 7,000 because I have increased this side. My GP has come down. But if I increase the credit side, what will happen? Suppose my credit side, I am taking the sales and closing stock total as 26,000. Here it remains as 14 plus 1, 14,000, and opening stock 1,000. So now what happens? The gross profit goes to 11,000. So if I increase the credit side, my GP also gets increased. These are directly proportional. But when you increase the debit side, the purchases or any amount, the gross profit comes down. So what happens when we find out the gross profit? This gross, again, then you find out the P&L account, you prepare the PL, and then you find out the net profit. What happens to the net profit? Net profit is credited to capital account. Ultimately, the profit goes and gets added to capital account. If there is a loss, it is subtracted from the capital account. So the capital account gets reduced. Actually, it is not subtraction. The capital account is debited. In case of profit, the capital account is credited. What we do in very simple way for credit, because it has already got a credit balance, same side if you want to increase, you just add that amount. And if you want to reduce that, we debit it simply. So now let us go into the first point. Purchases account under cost by 16,000. Now what happened to my trial balance? He said his trial balance did not agree. Okay, so purchases was suppose 1,16,000 and it is written as 1 lakh. Let us take it, it is a credit purchase for easy understanding. So creditors will appear on the credit side, 1,16,000. That was posted properly. So what happened when my totaling my trial balance, this side it will be 1,16,000, this side it will be 1 lakh. So in order to tally these two, what I would have done, I would have put 6,000 on this side, sorry, 16,000 on this side by creating a temporary account which is known as a suspense account. So suspense account is debited. Okay, now when you locate and rectify the error, you have to credit the suspense account. Now what the rectification entry would be? Purchases account debit to suspense account. But purchases account is not available because it is the prior period item. Purchases account already got closed. So we are opening one intermediary account, that is profit and loss adjustment account. Now instead of debiting the purchases account, because it has already over, the year is over and it has got transferred and the effect has gone to capital account. What happened? This side it was less, debit side, so profit would have been more by 16,000 and capital account would have got credited with 16,000 more, but actually it should have not been. So now I hope you are clear with that. So now the P&L I am writing in short, P&L adjustment account is to be debited. Now all of you know why we are debiting the P&L adjustment account. P&L adjustment account is debited with 16,000 instead of debiting the purchase account being a nominal account. We can't touch it in the current year. It is a previous year mistake. So to suspense account, because I would have debited the suspense account. So I am writing here to suspense account. Okay, now you have to write, the narration is very simple. What I wrote in the top, purchases account under cost by 16,000 in the previous year, now being rectified. You have to add only the one word, now being rectified. Now coming to the next item. Next item is sale of goods to Rahim, rupees 5,000 omitted to be recorded. Now in the trial balance, the journal has not at all been placed. What we should have done, Rahim account debit to sales account. Now, then the ledger would have not been there in the sales account. This amount is not there and Rahim account is also not opened. So, in the trial balance, both the items are not appearing. Rahim account debit is also not appearing and sales credit is also not appearing. So, ultimately, what would have happened? There is no difference. So the trial balance would tally. Under these circumstances, the trial balance would have tallied. I am not taking any other item. Suppose only this mistake is there, then the trial balance will not reflect any mistake. There will be, the total will match because it is known as compensating error. This debit side also amount is not appearing, credit side is also not appearing. Okay, let us now record it, but we can't touch the sales account because it is a nominal account. Instead of sales account, we have to use P&L adjustment account, as simple as that. So I am going to, as usual, I am going to debit Rahim account. It is a personal account. Rahim account, debit 5,000 to P&L adjustment account, because I can't touch the sales account. P&L adjustment account. See here. Now what happened? My sales has increased by 5,000. I said that if the credit side is increasing, my profit will go up by 5,000. Ultimately, this has to be got credited to my capital account. Clear? So now you're going to write the narration as sales of goods to Rahim, 5,000 rupees omitted to be recorded, now being rectified. Now coming to the next one. Receipt of cash from Mr. Ashok posted to the account of Anubhav. This is simply, instead of writing the name of Ashok, name only got changed. So the trial balance will definitely agree, because see here, I have to, what is the journal entry? When I receive cash from somebody, cash account will get debited and credit the giver. So instead of crediting Ashok, I have credited Anubhav. Anubhav account, I have got 1200 on the credit side. So this is not going to make any difference if I add Anubhav or Ashok or AZ. It doesn't matter. The total will match. So the trial balance will agree in this case. So only I have to change the names. So there is no problem. So now we are going to change the name, because the personal account should appear properly. So who has to be credited? Ashok has to be credited. So Anubhav has to be debited. Always the first portion of the rectification will be the right entry, and the balance what they are showing at the end is the wrong entry. Received cash from Ashok. So Ashok is to be credited. So Anubhav account debited with 1,200 to Ashok account. You can write Mr. Ashok. Okay. Ashok account. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe. Subscription is free. And if you find any part of my video useful and good, please comment, leave it in the comment box which part you like the most, so that we will also enjoy and try to give you more and more input. Okay, now coming to the next entry, amount of 4167 of sales was wrongly posted as 4617. Now here in the trial balance, sales account will appear on the credit side. Okay, so sales account will always have a credit balance. Instead of writing 4167, I wrote 4617. So the total has gone up by 450. Only this account is affected and another account corresponding to that is affected. So the total of the trial balance will be, credit side will be more by 450. So what I should have done? I should have operated a suspense account. I should have put 450 to adjust that so that my trial balance agree. Otherwise, my trial balance would have disagreed. Okay, understand? So this side 450 has gone up. Suppose my total is 10,000. So this side the total debit side is 10,000. This side it will appear as 10,450. So what I should do? I should put equal amount to this side because I am unable to locate the error at that moment. So what I am operating a temporary account, suspense account, where whatever the difference in trial balance is always placed in this account. So I have operated 450 and suspense account is now with the debit of 450. Now I found out the located the error, but I can't debit sales account. So what I have to do? I have to use only P&L adjustment account. So I am going to debit PL adjustment account. PL adjustment account debit by 450. See here now the sales figure has gone up by 450. That means in my trading account the credit side has gone up by 450. Definitely my GP would have gone up by 450. Ultimately my capital account would have been credited 450 more. That also I have to reverse now. We will see it at the end. So please watch the video till the end to suspense account. Now that suspense account I am crediting with 450. Next one is repair to machinery was debited to machinery account. See here, when I prepared the trial balance, my accountant has made a mistake of repair to machinery. Repair to machinery is a expense. It should have not been capitalized. It should have not been added to machinery account. Though the repair is to the machinery, it should have not been added to the machinery account because it is a general repair. So he should have posted this amount as 6,100 repair to machinery. But what he did, he posted it to machinery account. But my trial balance will agree because the debit is appearing instead of in the name of repair, it is appearing in the name of machinery. So name is not going to affect my tally in the total. Okay. So now I found out the error. Repair being a nominal account again. So this will appear in my PL account on the debit side. Repair will appear on the debit side. What this will do? This will reduce my GP. So my NP will come down by 6,100, which will ultimately got credited to capital account. Now excess credited to capital account is 6,100. That has to be reduced from the capital account. Okay. So now repair being a nominal account, I can't touch it in this year. So I have to operate the PL adjustment account and I must take that amount out from machinery account. PL adjustment because it will show my position. The asset position will also be shown wrongly. PL adjustment account debit 6,100 and credit to machinery account. You have to write the narration as repair to machinery wrongly debited to machinery account now being rectified. This is an error of principle. Error of principle will not affect the trial balance. Now coming to the next item, a credit purchases of goods from Mr. Paul for rupees 3,000 entered as sales. Instead of entering in the purchases book, it has gone to sales book. So what is the right entry? Right entry that I should write it as purchases account debit. Okay, it is a credit purchases. So I should credit the giver. Giver is Mr. Paul account. So I have to credit the Paul account with 3000 rupees. Okay, I don't have space, I am not writing. But what is the mistake happened? It was entered in the sales account. Whenever you enter the sales account, the person is getting debited. He becomes the debtor. Paul account debit to sales account. Sales account we have credited with 3000 rupees. Paul account is debited with 3000 rupees. Now this is the correct entry. Okay. So what I should do? Correct entry I should write purchases account debit 3000 to Paul account 3000. Okay. Now the wrong entry I must reverse. Sales account is in credit. I must debit the sales account. Sales account debit 3000. And here Paul is debited. So I must credit Paul account 3000. So I can't write the names again and again. So we have to credit Paul account with 6000 rupees. Are you clear with this? Now purchases and sales both are nominal accounts. So I can't touch these accounts. So I am going to touch the P&L adjustment account. So I am going to put both the figure into P&L adjustment account. You can't write the same name number of times. Only one time you can write. So we are writing PL adjustment account debited with 6000 rupees to Paul account 6000 rupees. Now see here, this is debited. PL adjustment is debited. So the profit has to come down. So this has to be adjusted with the capital account. So now we will be preparing the PL adjustment account. Before going for the last two entries, we will be preparing the PL adjustment account. See here, first item I had put PL adjustment account debit. So I am going to write on the debit side, but we always never write the same name inside that. We are going to write the reason for debiting the PL adjustment account to suspense account. First entry is PL adjustment debited 16,000 to suspense account is 16,000. So I am writing on the debit side to suspense account. First item is over. Second item, Rahim account debited to PL adjustment account. So it is credited by Rahim account. ₹5,000. Okay. Next item is Anubhav and Ashok will not appear here. Next one is PL adjustment is debited to suspense account 450 rupees. Excess of sales figure written by 450 rupees to suspense account 450 rupees. So these are all excess credit written. Okay. Next one is PL adjustment is debited. This is a repair to machinery. So instead of gone to machinery, instead of going to repair account, it was debited in machinery account, now rectified. So PL adjustment got debited with 6,100. Okay. So now one more entry is left out. PL last entry, PL adjustment account to Paul account. To Paul account because the purchase was entered as sales. That was 6,000 rupees. See here, the purchase entered as sales means The credit side of the trading account has gone up. So automatically GP would have gone up. Automatically capital account would have got credited with more amount. Okay. So now these are the items in the PL adjustment account. So my debit side is more. So I am going to total this side. 16 plus 6, 22, 6, 28, 28,550 rupees. So this much amount should have been debited. This much excess of profit is shown. So this much should have been debited to capital account. But there is a credit also to capital account, that is 5,000. So the balancing figure is 23,550. This amount capital account will get debited by capital account. The total comes to 28,550. You can write Anirudh's capital account because they have given the name. So you write here Anirudh's capital account. So I have made this. Anirudh's capital account is debited with 23,550 to PL adjustment account 23,550. Like this, the PL adjustment is now closed in this year by getting it adjusted with the capital account. Now we have to close the suspense account. Suspense account we got 16,000. The figure is 16,000 by PL adjustment account $16,000. Then there is one more item 450 by PL adjustment account 450. So the total comes to 16,450. So this will be transferred to, because this side there is no balance, this will be transferred to Anirudh's capital account. ₹16,450. So now we will be, this is working note number 2. You give the working note number 1. Okay. So now we will be writing the last journal here. Suspense account debit with 16,450 to capital account 16,450. The balance in suspense account transferred to capital account. I have given the working note number. Hope you are very clear now with this adjustment. In case of any doubt, please leave it in the comment box. Don't hesitate to give a thumbs up and write your comments which part you do like the most. Please let me know all these things. And any other doubt on any other sum you want me to make a video also, please let me know that. Thank you for watching and keep learning, and don't leave your studies. Be consistent in your studies and believe in yourself. All the best for your coming forthcoming exam. Thank you.